What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us here for another video at the Torque Hub stable. As you can see, we're back on the XY again. We've held you guys out for long enough now. We're going to get this thing fired up today. What do you reckon, Jeff?
Yeah, mate. Yep. I think we've well and truly screwed the pooch on this one long enough. So we're just about crested the hill, and I think it's time to stop the waiting and get that thing fired up. We are literally super close, but we've got to do, basically I just want to hook up the engine to the rest of the drive line. So you might have seen in a previous episode that we had a bit of screwing around with the flex plate. JW did send us a new one. Truth be told, we've actually already fitted the new one. Whoop, drop the tools. We've already fitted the new one because we just didn't want the hassle like we did last time. We fitted it up, it fits, starter motor engages nicely. So Eric at JW Performance was a G, wasn't he, man?
Yeah, no,
he was excellent. Took the time on the phone. We did some, sent him some pictures via email and whatnot, and we got it nutted out. So second time lucky, we got the right flex plate. That's in. This is our torque converter, which we'll go over a little bit later. We'll stick that in, tail shaft in, and let's just do some pre-flight checks and get this thing on the road.
Let's do it, man.
One of these days we'll buy a trans jack.
Right. Hey, it ain't stupid if it works.
Yeah, look at you go. Look, you're even wearing the shirt. You're such a fanboy.
Shirt matches the job. Fucking fanboy, customer, motherfucker.
There you go, that horrid squid green. It's a pretty fair indicator that you got one of the baddest torque converters in the game, though.
Should call it like goose egg green or something like that, eh?
Goose egg green. So, this is just a little bit of pre-lube.
Yeah.
What kind of specs did we get here? So this is a custom converter, obviously, to suit the combo.
Yeah, that's right. So it is. This one's custom made. We've got it to suit the JW bell, so we've got the Ford, half of it's Ford and half of it's Turbo 400, 10 1/4 mechanical diode. The stall speed will be whatever it is with how much power the thing makes, but
yeah, I think Grant, when we ordered it, he said it was going to be something around 3,400 RPM. He wanted it fairly low just to get the converter to lift the engine off the floor.
It's a pretty typical stall speed for a street car, really, isn't it?
Yeah, lift the engine off the floor, get the converter coupled, and send it. Yeah. Let the blower do the lifting.
Yeah, so should be a good thing.
Yeah.
Will be a good thing. Let's try that. Let's offer that up.
shaft, boy.
You gotta love a big black shaft.
Ooh. Right. That's just about done under here. Look, we've got the gearbox back in with the converter.
We had to dial grind the crap out of this bell housing because there was a oil gallery plug up the top that we couldn't see that wasn't allowing the bell housing to bolt up flat to the block. So a little bit of dial grinding to relieve it, and now she's good. Took a few goes, but
Yeah.
got there in the end.
Now we got the pipes back in, which look stunning.
Loosely anyway under the bottom now.
Yep. And we got the tail shaft in. Final drive did a great job on that one, eh?
Yep.
3.5 inch. Should stand up to the power we're looking for. So now I guess we'll go back up the top. What do you reckon?
We've got to seal up those headers.
Yep.
And I've got to do that little mod to the alternator bracket bolt and whatever other stuff's on that list that I can't think of right now. But
tighten up the fuel lines.
oh yeah.
Put fuel in. Test for
carbon
leaks.
either, probably.
Yeah. Heaps of it. That's it. What do you reckon?
Let's hit the key.
So I was today years old when we found out, Kurt, there are 2 different firing orders for a Windsor. Didn't know that, eh?
No.
We did not, but I've actually got a thing, I might show it later, MSD and ice ignition, and there's actually 2 different firing orders. So that's why I didn't fire. That's why we got that big filthy fireball out the front of it. But we think we fixed it now, or we hope we fixed it now.
Find the next problem or start.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's give it another crack.
That doesn't sound like it's running on all, eh? You reckon? Or?
No, probably not.
Oh no, that one is piping hot. That one's got no temp on it. So that one hasn't fired. That one's red hot. That one's got no heat in it. So these 2 here aren't firing. Ooh. Ooh. So how many are on?
Back to don't have any heat. Okay, so it didn't sound very good. It's only running on 4 cylinders. We felt each pipe after it was run. You could tell it didn't sound right. It definitely wasn't running on all 8. when we touch each pipe, there was only heat in 4 of them. Now, we thought maybe the dizzy could be 180 degrees out, but I'm pretty sure that we've got it set right. We pulled a plug in number 1 just to see, put the thumb over the hole and see if we got compression, and couldn't quite feel any, which is a bit of a concern. So pulling all 8 plugs out now, we're going to check each plug, and we're going to do a compression test. So Kurt's just gone now to go grab a compression tester and yeah, see how we go. Probably haven't mentioned it before, but we got this engine on Marketplace. This is a second-hand engine, but it is brand new. You can see everything in it's brand new. So we're unsure of the history of it. All we've done is pull the heads off, put them back on again. So we're just going to check that what compression is like on each cylinder. If there's one that's down, then we'll just make sure that the valve is properly shut, so that we're not bypassing any compression, and troubleshoot from there, I guess. Alright, so there may have been a slight bad in the rocker gear. Looked like we didn't have oil coming from the exhaust valve on 1 or 3. So we just pulled the rocker off, we pulled the push rod out, and we checked to make sure there's no blockage, which there wasn't. We've reassembled it back again, turned the motor over a few times with no plugs in it, and now they have oil. So maybe the push rod wasn't sitting perfectly in the bucket of the lifter, or maybe it wasn't sitting perfectly in the cup on the rocker. But it's pretty safe to say we did the thumb test again, didn't we, Kurt? And that thing just about blew my finger out.
Yeah, the valve it wasn't sealing last time, straight up. So.
Yeah, so it might have been just hanging the exhaust valve that little bit, which would explain why those 2 cylinders weren't firing, because they were the 2 cylinders that had cold pipes as well. So we're just going to check the other side, do the exact same thing. Then we're going to go along, compression test the whole engine, make sure we got good compression, and try again. And hopefully this time we get it firing on all 8. Apologies for the lack of footage, but we kind of just got stuck in to get it done. Hey bud.
Yeah.
So we're just putting the last plugs in. I'll put the plug leads back on again, and then we're going to try. We are going to try. Yeah. Oh my goodness, bro. Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah, sounds better. It's always good to get it off.
Yeah.
Running good, 8 cylinders, not 4.
That's it. So all 8 pipes were hot on that next attempt. Now, we think it was just those rockers hanging the exhaust open, maybe just the tiniest bit, and killing our compression. It's got spark, it's got compression on every cylinder now. We've checked it. it runs sweet. And now you just want to put that charge pipe on, eh?
Yeah, whack this on and start it again.
Yep.
That'll be pretty much it for today, I think.
Yep, we'll see what it sounds like with the charge pipe on, have a listen to what that bypass valve sounds like, see how loud that is.
Yeah, make sure it all works good and stuff like that. So.
Yep, and then that'll pretty much be a wrap for this one for now. But hey, let's hear a song about people just one more time, bro.
Yeah, give it one more.
So in the process of our eliminations, we ended up just zeroing out this table as well. So what I'm going to do now, because I think the starter motor's not really enjoying starting on 28 degrees of timing, we'll get this here map and we'll transfer from PC to MSD. See if that gives us a little bit of a help. No, man. Bro, how good was that?
It's good. Loud.
Or is it what? It's loud even with the earmuffs on. Do you want to kill them fans? So, decided to give it a minute and clear the shed out of all the smoke because she was a bit noxious. I think we've cut it a little bit short, but we ran this thing for about 5 minutes, hey?
Yeah.
And yeah, 5 minutes, ran pretty sweet, got up to temp. Once again, all 8 pipes are hot, idle sounds good. Dude, we've barely even touched the throttle on this thing and it is deafening.
Yeah, it's straight out of the collectors in the shed, so it's pretty loud.
Yeah, so I mean, we've checked with from the MSD box to the tacho, and literally when we were blipping that throttle, it was only getting to maybe just over 2,000 RPM, hey?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it, but yes.
Yeah, we were thinking surely that's wrong, but we verified it between the MSD and the tacho, and it is accurate, so she is going to be loud, but I guess that's what these are for. These have just come today, and that's going to be the next job, but it might be a little bit of a ways away because, well, I mean, my missus is pregnant and she's just about ready to pop, so by the time this video actually drops, I've probably had a baby by then. So might be a couple of weeks between this video and the next one, but we might be able to get something done in between. We'll just have to see how we go. But so stoked that we've got this thing to run. It's a big monkey off our back. Really weird about the rockers and stuff, but I think when we had the firing order wrong, I think that's upset the rockers maybe. We don't know, we're just sort of hypothesizing, but we've got it sorted now, and that's the main thing. There's no lasting damage, so we're just about ready to send it, but we do have to quieten it down first, otherwise I'm going to get evicted by my neighbourhood. So exhaust will be the next job.
And there'll be just a few other tidy up things as well. There's a few different things with the oil and stuff. We've got to flush that out, get some more appropriate oil for the E85. We'll probably just do a pressure test on the cooling system just to make sure those studs are sealing up good where we've used the sealant for the headers. Just do some final checks. Just got
to cross our T's and dot our I's, because I mean this thing is going to be pretty rowdy, and if things go bad with that sort of stuff, it goes bad fast.
So we got to put the regulator on the alternator. We didn't actually film anything to do with the alternator. There's actually probably a handful of things we didn't film because we're just sort of in the moment, whatever, still getting used to having to film everything you do. It's annoying. It's annoying sometimes, especially when you're scratching your head trying to problem solve. But we did make a custom bracket for the alternator.
We'll give people a quick rundown while we're here, and then we'll close it out. So because of the way that the blower drive system is, the 6-rib pulley sits a fair way back, a lot way back from what a normal V-belt would. So we've had to hang the alternator fair way out, and so that it can set back behind the flush level of the head. We couldn't find a bracket that would work. We bought a couple of different ones, and we ended up just going back to basics, and you made one. I ended up making one out of we had some 6mm plate, aluminium plate left over from when you did the boot floor for the fuel cell. So I was a bit hesitant at first, thinking, I don't know if it's strong enough, it's aluminium, it's 6mm, but we're just going to give it a go anyway. I've modified it and strengthened it where I can. I got my boy Scotty to machine me up some spaces, so we're just going to have to suck it and see. It might be an ongoing thing, we'll just have to monitor it just to see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't flick any belts and it's all good. So. Well, we've run the belt path with a laser, and it's very well aligned, so we should be okay there. We've got obviously a Heim. You probably won't be able to see it. Oh, you might just see it down the bottom there. So we've got a little Heim joint there as our tensioner. That 6mm plate bracket. It's all very rigid.
It could be. We might need to change it at some point. We'll just see. It's one of those things. I've made it. We'll see how it goes. One annoying thing that does upset me is you can't see the timing pointer
very well.
Almost really at all. So if you ever want to check that, it's kind of like a pain in the butt to do that. So hopefully that doesn't cause us any real dramas. But suck it and see how it goes.
That's it.
That's just all part of it. Making brackets, dude. So.
Making brackets. But that's it, man. Like I say, got a heavily pregnant missus inside, and I don't want to make too much more noise, so we'll just wrap it up here. But we got it going. That's the thing.
We're nearly there.
We are nearly there. So next one will be exhaust, couple of crossing T's, dotting I's. Mick also wants to change the shifter, so we've got a new shifter here, once again from RCE. Not sponsored, we aren't sponsored by them, but for Holly Group products, they have excellent pricing. So I guess from here, guys, that's it. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks heaps for sticking around. This is probably another long one. That's what we're good at. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't done already, and keep an eye out for some more videos on this XY Falcon and some other.
I was going to say, and some other stuff.
We've got some really cool, exciting projects on the go. We've actually been talking about another new one just today. We've been talking about it, so keep your eyes peeled for some of that. And until the next one, we'll catch you around. Cheers.